Hello, this video is going to take you through the intro and verse for Nirvana's In Bloom. This is going to be a little bit simplified compared to the track, but it'll be a great jumping off point if you want to add in extra stuff later. Alright, so we start off with the intro. It's just instrumental, no vocals. Alright, let's go through that. So we're going to start off with our first finger on the first fret of the A string. Right? Just two of those. Then we're going to stretch out to the third fret of the E string. And you can either use your fourth finger or third finger, depending on which has the reach or the strength. But so we're going to have four of those, and the first note is going to be held a little bit longer. So altogether, the rhythm between those two notes is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give that a try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, once you got that down, you're going to move your first finger to the first fret of the E string, and you're going to have two of those. 1, 2, and then we're going to slide that finger up to the fourth fret of the E string and just hold that. So that second part is, give that a try. 1, 2, 1. All right, so let's put it all together. So we're starting out on the first fret of the A string. 1, 2, move to the third fret of the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. First fret of the E string. 1, 2, and then sliding up to the fourth fret of the E string. Let's try that all together real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we do that twice. The second time, the only difference is instead of holding that fourth fret out, we hit that note and immediately mute it. And I'm muting it using my left hand. And if you see, when I hit the string, so it's still touching the string, doesn't come off the string, but it's not pressing it down against the fret. Right? So let's try both of those together. I'll play them once for you to demonstrate, but it's exactly the same as the first time you play it, you just don't hold out that note. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So give that a try, see how you do. If you're having a little trouble with that, frets, or getting those string switches on the left hand, take it real slow, take the video back and try it a few times. But when you're ready to move on to the verse, I'm going to move on. All right, so we start at the same place. We have this riff. So we're going to start the same place we started the intro, on the first fret of A. So we have 5 of those, and I'm using on my right hand both fingers. If you're using a pick, I would suggest doing down, up, down, but I'm going right. So we have 5, and then we hit that string one more time before we move to the next note, which is the second fret of E, with our second finger. Then we're going to move up to the first fret of D, then our second finger is going to go to the second fret of A, and then open A. Right? So, we got the notes right. Let's just go through them without the rhythm, plucking the notes one time. So we have first fret of A, second fret of E, first fret of D, second fret of A, then we lift for open A. Right? Now let's go through the rhythm. We need to be counting our eighth notes here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If this is kind of tough for you, if you're not used to counting eighths, I'd suggest just clapping out the rhythm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're comfortable with that. But we're going to start here. We're going to play 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And then we're going to continue counting on because the next note, we have to play this note again, but it's on the and of 4. So you want to keep your rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So try that rhythm just on the first fret of the A string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And this time, I'm not really muting so much with my left hand, I'm muting with my right hand. 1 and 2 and 3. You see how I'm putting my finger back down on the string to mute it, so I don't get 1 and 2 and 3. You know how it's holding out. We don't want that. We want it to be cut off really short. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we do the same rhythm on the second fret of E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we go to the first fret of D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then for second fret of A, it's just 1 and 2 and 3. So all together, really slow, going through this with notes and rhythm. We have 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and then it starts over. We do this a bunch of times. Do it with the guitar once, twice, and then we go through with just the vocals singing along with us. So let's go through that a little faster. I would suggest if you're having trouble keeping up with the right hand, mute your strings and just practice 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Doing it just on dead strings, muted strings, and practicing just the right hand, really focusing on it. You can see I'm looking down at my right hand to make sure that it's playing on the right strings, right rhythm, counting along with it. And then once you feel confident with that right hand, you can move on to So go through that a few times, give it a try. We'll move on to the chorus. It's not too bad. Chorus is pretty easy. All right, so let's go through the chorus. And once you know this this chorus, you pretty much know the whole song, and you can just kind of do these riffs back to back, and the bass is pretty repetitive for this song. So that's the chorus riff. Not too hard. So we're going to start off again on the first fret of A. 1, 2, 3. Then either fourth or third finger goes to the third fret of A. I like to use my fourth finger because then I can use my third finger to play 3 of E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And we repeat that. All right, so 4 times we repeat that. Then we're going to take our first finger to the 3rd fret of A. And it kind of follows we're just going to follow the rhythm that he sings. Knows not what it means. So landing on the 6th fret of A on means. Knows not what it means. And then our second finger is going to go all the way to the 6th fret of G. And our 4th finger is going to play the 8th fret of D. So altogether that's knows not what it means. Right? And we do that twice. Right? And that whole sequence repeats twice for the chorus. So hopefully that helped you get through the In Bloom. If you have any questions, let me know. It's pretty simple once you get those 3 riffs down. The intro, the verse, and then the chorus. The chorus kind of has 2 parts, you know. And so give it a try. Have fun with it. It's a pretty fun song. And like I said, once you get this down, you can start adding some of the extra notes that he does in the original recording.